I'm going to take you through what a real SIPS installation looks like. The site has been prepared over the last few months, ready for all the SIPS parts to be delivered early this morning. These are called cassette infills and they slot in between these, which are called SIPS. Prior to this morning, the site has been prepared by flattening the ground to create a solid base. Then around that is the brick upstand masonry wall, which also acts as part of the base. Above the brick wall is a damp-proof course which stops the water from moving up into the wall. Then on top of that is the timber sole plate, which is screwed into the brick. They drill and bolt down the first sole plate, fixing it to the masonry. They continue to do this around the entire perimeter of the extension. During this process, they check to confirm that the measurements of the CNC milled panels for the patio door opening are correctly assigned. After that, they add on a second sole plate. This second double timber sole plate is glued and screwed. This is what the SIPS will slot onto. Next up is connecting a timber spline on the vertical damp-proof course. This is used to fix the panel to the existing building. Meanwhile, another installer prepares the cassette infills, so they are cut and measured to slot in between the panels. Now it's time to start getting those walls up. The panel is first lifted onto the base. In all the gaps, an expanding urethane foam is sprayed into the panel's channel for increased air tightness between joists. It is then lifted and loaded into place against the joist. The panel is then adjusted until it's level. Galvanized ring shank nails are driven into place against the joist and base. Then there you go, the first panel is up. To connect the second panel, the foam is used before slotting in those infill cassettes prepared earlier. The second panel is prepared like the previous, by adding in the foam, slotting it against the first one with the infill cassettes in between, and making sure it's level with any adjustments. Next, they clamp it close to the joint between the panels before nailing them together all the way around. By the time lunch rolls around, they have already installed the entire left wall. All the panels were prepared exactly in the factory for this specific project. You can really see this by how smoothly the window frame comes together. The process is fairly similar all the way around, with space left for the patio doors. Before the sun goes down on a winter's day, all the walls are up. It was that easy.